right, guys, welcome back to Indie Showcase powered by The Shed. So I said tonight that we might have time to do an extra game, and well, because, you know, Chippy was murdering my machine, we do have some extra time. So the other three games are all very in the shooty vein. This is definitely not. I actually don't know much about this beyond a little bit of trailers that I've seen, but this looks really cool, and it actually came out today as we are streaming this. So this is called Summer Catchers. It's actually not showing up on Mixer because I submitted this game yesterday, but Player.me is way behind the curve at approving submissions as per usual. So it's not in there yet, but this just looked neat to me. So it actually came out the day we're recording this. So it's this thing, it's an epic road trip adventure of a lifetime. With a trusty wooden car, embark on a quest from the frozen north to distant lands full of mystery and strange creatures. Just looks like a neat thing to me. And the cool thing is, so it's on PC and Mac right now, launches today. It's $10-ish US, but it's 15% off during its launch week. And the cool thing is, I think, or am I wrong about that? Oh, never mind. I thought this had a demo. It actually might. I think it hides the demos if you own the game. So don't quote me on that, but I think there might be a demo for this, so you might be able to just try this out yourself. I don't know, this just looks neat and different and kind of, you know, it's an adventure game, but it's got this little car mechanic and stuff to it too. I don't know, it just looks different and cool to me. And it's made by a company who doesn't normally make games. They're called Face It or Face IT, I'm not sure, but they don't normally really make games from what I can tell. So I think this one could be interesting, and I'm glad we actually did have the time to give this a crack today. So again, haven't played this at all. I don't really know what it's about other than the trailer, but I'm anxious to see. I don't know if there's a game we've played tonight. Well, okay, Chippy wasn't really pixel art, I suppose. Everything else has been, though. But man, pixel artists are coming into their own these days. Judging from the size of this interface, it kind of looks like this was originally maybe made to be a mobile game. Tales of the Neon Sea. I still have to finish that. I did a community partnership of that game for The Shed. That game is way cool. I have to finish it. I got stuck on a puzzle where I actually think it bugged, and I haven't gone back to it yet. Ooh. Oh, I have control here. Some more gorgeous 60 FPS pixel art here. Oh, hi, dog man that's on a log. How you doing? Oh, am I not supposed to be here? Hi, funny bear. The voice acting in this is kind of cute. I too can do things. Like build a pretty dope ride. You're a good dude, Wolfmang. Okay. Yeah, I don't have control right now, I don't think. Oh. Hello. Wow, this wolf's a good dude. Each of them works for a particular type of obstacle. Okay. So what is... Not quite sure. So did I have either option there? Okay, that's like a speed up thing. I'm gonna say that I don't know if someone maybe wants to look it up. This UI really makes it look like this was once or is meant to be a mobile game. Hey, 1MBO, this is called Summer Catchers. So it's I actually don't know much about it. It just came out today. It's about this young girl who is trying to get away from the frozen north to find summer. But you have like this interesting driving thing to it. I'm kind of learning about this as I go, but it's kind of neat. This UI definitely makes it look like this was once a mobile game, but it still seems to be working. Use another tool to free up a space and see what happens. Oh. I don't entirely know what I'm doing here. There will be no pauses. Art is pain and life is suffering. So there will be no pauses. So this looks potentially challenging because those obstacles come up on you way quick. Now, how do I pick up additional... How do I pick up additional power-ups, though? Okay, well, I didn't have the right power-up to use there. Oh, well. That's going to cost some points on my license. I guess that was a supposed to lose obstacle. You can get more in your shop. Okay. So what if I don't have a certain number of these to... Though, can I just not beat a level without the right ones? Or how does this work? Human unlocked engineer. Also, what's this little friggin' metal I'm hearing? I'm hearing a little bit of, like, metal going on there. Oh, it looks like I earn more power-ups. It looks like I earn more power-up, or more currency, I should say, from... Okay. Looks like I earn more currency just from running the course. Like, I just earn points as I go.
Hey.
Oh, are you going Tom Nook on us? Oh my, okay, if this wasn't if this has not previously been a mobile game, it was absolutely meant to be. Because it's kind of an endless runner. It has a very mobile-like UI, and, like, look at, these are mobile game quests. Like, these are totally just mobile game quests. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but... Okay, so no, okay, so wait, no, the mushrooms are... Okay, that's not the currency. The mushrooms are just the quest thing, but I'm getting it by running over them. Okay, well, I got his quest done. Don't really have the right things to get over those things yet. She has to haul it back herself. Oh, you have to spend some money to repair stuff? Oh. Oh, okay, so the mushrooms are the currency, but also I had to collect 100 independent of the ones I already had. What is that thing with the red eyes? Living in places, I don't like that. You can, but you have to use a certain power-up to do it, I think, so... I'm not sure, we're gonna have to see. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, that's what the brake rotor looking power-up is. So, I obviously need to buy way more power-ups. Did the gods hate me? Well, it would appear so. The runs seem to be very short to start with. It's true. Art is pain and life is suffering. I have no idea how we cure trees, but apparently the wolf is just, like, screwed off too, so I guess it's up to us to figure out. Is that Nos? What is that? Apparently it's a firework. Oh, or is that the cure thing? Because that was a tree there that I just went by. So, I don't know about this power-up mechanic, because you can only use 3 power-ups at a time. You can only use... If you don't like the 3 that you've drawn, you have to use another one. But you have to also... like... You also have to use them to clear them, which means you might have to use one at an inopportune time. Plus, you have to buy them. So it's like kind of a... Like, because you have to buy power-ups that you may have to waste because the game just randomly throws them at you. I'm not so sure about that. You have to watch over them and make sure they're safe from insects. How do I do that? Handicraft? What is this? Oh, also, this was 100% a mobile game. I don't know if you noticed there. This thing, it said slide to unlock. See? Slide to open. So yeah, this absolutely was a mobile game. Again, not a problem. It actually looks like they did a half-decent job of porting this to the PC. It's because a game was on mobile doesn't mean it can't be on PC or can't be good at it. It's just, I instantly get a little skeptical because a lot of mobile games that are ported to PC are usually done in a, to put it politely, half-assed fashion. This one looks like it was done pretty well. In fact, the controller support works great. Seems to run quite well, too. I am gonna say I really don't know how I feel about this random power-up mechanic, though. It really kind of feels like runs are based as much around luck as anything else, because like I said, you've got to buy all the, while they're not expensive, you have to buy all these power-ups, and then the game is just going to choose to use whatever ones it feels like. At least it looks that way. And if you happen to get a bad draw and get multiple ones in a row that are not going to help your situation, it looks like the game is just kind of like, yeah, well, you know, screw you. You got to just keep, you know, wasting power-ups that you pick up until you draw the kind that you want. I don't really know if I like that. See, like, I don't have the right power-up to use that. Yeah. Cool idea here, but it just... the runs in this seem very, very short. I really don't like the randomness, if I'm honest. I guess because, like, I guess you could weigh the odds in your favor by, you know, making sure that you only buy certain types of power-ups to make sure that you get more of the draw of the kind you need. But the levels are randomly generated, so you never know what kind you're actually going to need. Possibly, but the problem is you never know what the scenario is going to be, right? Because the levels are randomly generated. So, like, how would you know? That was the wrong one. I think so, yeah. Like I like the I like the look of it. I like the way the sort of musical cues tie into events that are happening in the game. I think that's pretty neat. I'm gonna guess this is a cosmetic. Huh, ooh, elf. That looks cool. See, like, one of my goals is to cure trees, but I don't have... it's not letting me draw the item what cures the trees. So... and I couldn't make that jump because I didn't have the right thing. Yeah, I really don't like the RNG-ness of it. See, there's nothing I could do there. Use the spray I gave you, if it randomly comes up. Yeah, well, I get that. It mentioned that, except the problem is you can't... the problem is you have to buy the power-ups, though, so you can't just sort of like, you can't just sort of spam them until the one you get comes up, because you have to buy them, right? So if you just try to ram through them to get to the one you want, you're wasting a bunch of, like, the in-game currency, right? That you have to acquire. Which, I mean, you get quickly, but at the same time, like, there's even in situations where I use a lot of power-ups in a row and I still don't get the one I need, like the tree there, you know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that RNG aspect, if I'm honest. What? Oh dear. I started a storm in the middle of winter. Is she in Ottawa? That was neat. Yeah, like I like a lot of the concept about this game. I really love the look of it. It's got kind of neat mechanics to it. It's just I just don't know. I really don't know how I feel about the reliance in RNG and like how quickly a run can get interrupted like that. I'm not sure about that. You can restart a run really quick, which is pretty cool. And you do earn currency pretty fast, but what's up, Caustic? Thank you for the host, buddy. We're actually on the last game of the evening here, but what is up, folks? Caustic 2K raid. What is the wait? 2K raid. Wait, did you hit 2K follows tonight? Holy jeez. I will hang on. I'm gonna gotta give you one of these. So wait. So Poet, so did he actually hit his 2K tonight? Nice, dude. Congrats. Oh, that's a big one. Good on ya. Oh, that's way cool, man. Oh, good for you. Wow, it's been a long time coming, dude. Congrats. That is super awesome. You'll be, next stop, multi-millionaire partnership. That's how it works, right? Oh, good for you, man. That is way awesome. Yeah, this has been an interesting evening. We played a few really cool games tonight. One of them, unfortunately, I don't know what the hell it was doing, but it just started randomly crashing things on my computer, so I kind of had to abort that one. This is one I wasn't sure we'd get to tonight, but because that one kind of blew up, we did. But this one I'm a little less sure about than some of the other ones, but it's kind of interesting. So what were you hitting up? Oh, you were doing... Oh, I just saw it there. So you were Diabloing tonight. How did that go? I'm guessing well. It always seems to go well. It was a thing? Yeah, well... I mean, it always... You know, that's always something, right? Sounds accurate. I want to at least keep running this until we complete that tree quest for the Wolfmang there, but I keep getting completely screwed by RNG in this game. Yeah, this game is interesting. It's so this is called Summer Catchers. It's actually player.me was too slow to add my game request again, which is why it's not showing up there. But this is a game that was originally a mobile game, but it's had a pretty decent PC conversion. But it's a run-based game. but it relies a little too heavily on RNG for my liking. You basically have to use this in-game currency that you earn relatively easily to buy these sort of different power-ups that you use to get over different obstacles. But you have to buy the power-ups, and the obstacle or the power-ups that the game gives you are completely random. Like, it hands them out in a random order. And if it will often not give you the ones that you need in order to overcome a certain obstacle in the game. So you either end up dying, or you have to basically spam out the power-ups quickly until you get the one you want, but then you waste a bunch of power-ups that you have to spend in-game currency on. So I'm kind of not 100% sure. A little bit. I mean, games like this are made to be. You have to do runs like over and over again, right? Like that's kind of the idea. Ooh, hello! I just unlocked something though. So there are little quests you have in this as well, which I completed. So I'm guessing this is kind of a roguelite in that you sort of upgrade stuff as you go. What is even happening here? I don't know. I'm guessing you upgrade as you go and subsequent runs get easier, because this game does have an end. But you're playing this little girl who's basically trying to, it's called Summer Catcher. Hello. Oh, okay, this is different. Aw, boo. Good job, kid. Scared the awesome demon deer away. Hope you're proud of yourself. Yeah, so she's, it's called Summer Catchers because you're basically in, you're basically in the north, and you're trying to find your way, south to where it's warm. So it's very, it's a very cool concept. I really love the look of it and how it sounds. I honestly think it's kind of, I think this reliance on RNG for these power-ups kind of wrecks it. Oh, hi, dear thing. Oh, now he's just showing up. That's kind of cool. I imagine that later on, as you unlock more power-ups and more things like that, you probably get more, I imagine it does get more involved as you go. Like, you probably, as you complete more missions and unlock more abilities and power-ups and things like that, I imagine it gets easier to have long runs in the game, and you make iterative progress, right? Like you would in a roguelite. I was gonna say, you're gonna give a little girl an axe? You're trusting there, brah. But what do the dead trees look like? Because the thing is, like I said, you'll start with, I need to ask you a question. Indeed. Oh, there's one of the trees, but I didn't have the axe, ready, so I couldn't do that. See what I mean? How it's just sort of randomly selects power-ups, so you never know what you're going to end up getting. And frequently, like there, it will be a power-up that you can't use, so your run will end. It just feels like this is a lot less about skill and a lot more about just, you know, pleasing the RNG gods, which, well, the RNG gods are rarely if ever on my side, if I'm honest. So, but it looks like as well you will unlock more items as well that can help you later. So I imagine that this does get easier and more, like, I imagine you get more agency and control over your circumstances the more you play it. Just a question of if you have the patience to get to that point or not. This originally being a mobile game is probably not something that was made to be played in long sessions. You know, it's probably one of those things that you play in a couple runs here, a couple runs there, that kind of thing. I don't know what starting the rain actually did, other than help me partially unlock an achievement, it looks like. Whoops. B brings up your little B brings up your backpack here, which basically I haven't tried buying less items yet. No, I could do that. The problem is though, is because the levels are also randomly generated. You could buy fewer items, but the shout out alert, the new version of it doesn't have sound effect support yet. It's coming shortly. But yeah, you could buy fewer items, but the problem is because the obstacles that it puts in front of you are randomly generated. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Because the objects in front of you are randomly generated, you could buy fewer items, but then you could get screwed because you might end up being placed in front of a number of items that you need, or rather obstacles where you would need the items that you didn't buy as many of. I suppose if I bought fewer of the power-up items, I would maybe have a better chance of pulling the, like, for example, the axe I need to complete the quest. That would make sense. That's true. I never actually had a problem when Pixel Chat was doing it, but yeah. Oh wow, you have to time the axe swings too. I will definitely say though, I really like the I really do enjoy like the look and sound of this, and the story behind it seems pretty cute. Like, I love those northern lights in the background and things like that. So, okay, well, let's do this then. So let's reduce the number of things we have. In theory, we'll pull less of... Give me another one of the trees. I have 2 axes, for the love of God. Ooh, I just saved my backside there. Yeah, I'm clear cutting. And that's how deforestation started. Oh, well, now I'm out of everything, so... See what I mean? Similar problem. So I bought fewer power-ups there, which was cool, but then I didn't have any when I needed them. So, yeah. Well, I think I'm just gonna try to do one more thing here. I wouldn't mind seeing what happens when all those trees are when like you get the quest completed to cut down all the dead trees. I'm sure you get another interesting upgrade. But I do like the idea of this. I think it's a cute kind of story. I think the art and the music are really cute and endearing. I think they did a pretty good job of porting a mobile game to PC. You know, a lot of mobile ports are pretty bad. This one seems like they did a pretty solid job with it. I just really don't like the RNG. I really honestly think the way the power-up stuff works, I just don't think I don't think it does its I don't think that's the best thing. I think it could do that better. I think it could do something better with how the power-ups work, rather than just randomize it. That feels to me, that is the more negative element to me of this being a mobile game, because it feels like RNG that was added to keep you engaged and or buying. I don't know if you can buy more power-ups with real money in the mobile version. I'm guessing you probably can. And if that's the case, it feels like that's a mechanic that was in there just to keep you either playing longer or to get you to spend stuff. Oh, okay, we completed that quest, so we can see how that goes. I don't know. I haven't tried the mobile version of this, so I really can't speak to that. I could always download it on my phone and give it a try and see how it stacks up against this version, I suppose. To be honest, I didn't even know this was a mobile game port until I went to buy a power-up and it said swipe to unlock. So... Okay, we completed another quest, so let's see what happens here. These little interludes are pretty neat. Oh, he's back. Okay, well, the last time he didn't like me moving near him, so... Oh my god, it's a talking crystal moose! Well, you ran away last time. The Bell of Saturation. What does that do?
Yippee!
I'm a good person. I'm also a bass player. I mean, he said he's a bass player, and I did earn a bell, so... You know. Hey, what did that do? I have no idea what that did, but, all right, well, let's do one more run here, and then I think I'm going to call it for the evening. But I like those little interludes that you get when you complete quests and stuff. I think that's pretty neat. Okay, well, that is not where you plant a sapling. So, yeah, I mean, overall, this is interesting for sure. Like I said, I love the look of it. I like the sound of it. The little story that it has seems pretty endearing, and like the things that you run into, like that interesting crystal deer thing, I think is pretty cool. And this actually does seem like a pretty quality port of a mobile title, to be honest, which is something that we definitely don't see every day. Maybe that RNG gets better the further in you get. Like, obviously you can see here from these screenshots, there's a lot of environmental variation. Looks like you might have some crazy like puzzle stuff that comes up. So it looks like there's a lot more to this than just the driving sequence. Definitely more than I can showcase in you know, an indie showcase thing. So it definitely looks like there's more to it, but I hope it evolves past that RNG. But honestly, I really didn't like that. Like that really kind of turned me off, the RNG element. But I may give it more of a try, but it's a cool idea for sure. So yeah, that is Summer Catchers, guys, by Face It or Face IT and Noodle Cake Studios. It's 10-ish bucks US. It's on 15% launch discount right now for PC and Mac. Came out today. So that's pretty cool. And I'm guessing, I can't imagine this wasn't out on mobile devices first, but it probably was. So you might be able to pick it up there as well. Cool idea. I just I think it needs to get moving a little bit more than it does, and get out of the RNG there. So, but anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That's the last game of tonight's Indie Showcase. If you are watching this on YouTube and you did enjoy this, please thumbs up the video, subscribe, and click the bell, and let me know what you thought of this as well. Do you like this a little bit more than I did? You know, do you know that the RNG improves, or do you actually like games like this that can be done in short runs like that are a little more casual? I'd be curious to hear that. But yeah, we'll be back with another indie showcase at some point. I've no doubt I'll have more stuff to show you guys soon. But thanks for hanging out, folks. And yeah, we'll stick around on the stream, guys. We'll go find somebody to raid. But for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time with another round of Indie Showcase powered by The Shed. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Take it easy.